So you wait for like a minute more, and then you can slowly but surely hear someone yell a name once in a while. Yuma! Yuma! Where are you?
It's like I ask Yuma, do you recognize that voice?
Do I recognize the voice? Is it the same voice as before?
It seems as it is the same voice as before, and it seems like the voice from your memories.
I'll call out to him.
Perhaps
Say sounds like
older, a little bit more
Gruff.
Yeah, gruff, but
Grandpa.
He's an elf. How much older?
Oh yeah, that's true.
How much more gruff?
No, here's the question: are you a half-elf whose parents were an elf and a human, or are you a half-elf whose parents were both half-elves?
One elf, one human.
Okay.
And who is which?
My dad was the elf.
Okay.
Very interesting elf.
He's a very
eccentric.
You could say he's more of a wood elf than a high elf in terms of behavior.
So
yeah.
He's
very free.
He's very free. He's more likely to be high at some point.
What? No.
Are you gonna call out, or are you gonna?
Yeah, I'll call out. I say, keep coming.
Huh?
I kind of want to.
There's only one path technically, but whatever.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna go towards the door.
Okay, so slowly but surely, you could see like a group of half elves or drow, led by your father, or who you assume to be your father at least, walk up. They don't have the weapons drawn. They walk
When I see them coming, I'm gonna
casual.
roll a perception and arcana check just to make sure.
Okay.
Perception, arcana.
Wow.
I would say that's pretty well.
Perception. They appear as the drow you've seen before. The man in front looks like your father in every way you have seen him. There are magical influence surrounding him, but they are centered at specific places. The same goes for a couple of the drow.
I'm not sure what that means.
Make an intelligence check. See if you can think of what it means.
Here comes the 3.
I would guess that it's just like his magical items and or default spells, none of which would probably be an illusion. But
insight, you said?
no, intelligence.
Intelligence.
up.
Just straight up intel?
Being smart.
It's the same thing. Oh my gosh, look at
Oh,
that.
nice.
Yeah, by the size of the things, the general location where you can see it, they are most likely like magical items, and you know of your father to have been at least a spellcaster. If he is what you are, you don't know really, but he was most definitely a spellcaster.
Okay.
It
I
is
run
where
up to
you
him
gained your magic from.
And I run up to him like a 6-year-old. And like, jump into his arms. Yeah, exactly.
He kind of throws you up a little bit in the air.
Really? I'm not.
Like a little bit.
Magically,
Not
or
a
like
little bit.
magically, like that whole like in the air, like woo, or is it like a hug lift?
It's like a hog lift.
Okay. I'm not
the
that
people-
young.
the-
I'm
the
112 years old.
Yeah,
I'm not
but
that
yeah,
young,
that's
but-
all.
So your mother's pretty much
Still,
dead then. I just want to throw that out
Yeah.
there.
The
Well, I
people
want to
behind
ask.
you. The people behind you can see a big smile on your father's face, and he kind of whispers in your ear. I can hear you. I used to be able to lift you up way higher than this.
Of course.
He
but
then
it's been
kind
so
of
long.
sets you back, holds you more at arm length so that he can look at you. Yeah, you can see like a small small tear forming in his eye as he says, "You have grown into a fine woman."
I'm just so happy to see you. It's been 40 years. I think 40 years. I'm looking at my backstory.
That's longer than I'm old. Damn.
And for normal elves, like for an elf, 40 years isn't necessarily that long.
Oh, I'm a
But
half
you are
elf.
young,
It's
so
yeah.
You are fairly young.
That's a third of my life.
Yeah, and that's a pretty decent size.
That's more than my life.
So after he set you down, you can look at the drow. Make a perception check at the drow standing behind him.
Insight or perception?
Perception.
Perception. I want to
Okay.
do perception. 16. Still not that
Jeez, nothing lower than that.
You can see some of them have like a tear in their eye. There are males, females. Some of them are actual warriors. Some of them are, well, your more basic run-in-the-mill person. They are wear and tear. Yeah, they have seen battle a lot. They are tired, as you can which you can see. From what you have heard of how Drow would be, this image that you see now is fairly conflicting. As well as the fact that your father, a elf, just seems to be fully accepted by these Drow and is actually what would you call it? He is receptive of them. He is in your eyes, he doesn't see them as Drow. He just sees them as other elves.
Yeah. So that's actually what I was gonna like see if I can get some one-on-one time with them, and then honestly, the first question I was gonna ask is, so what are you doing with all these Drow?
Yeah.
Can he and I get a room?
Some of the words you two have been using make your relationship seem kind of weird. I'm just throwing that out there.
In our eyes, yeah.
You're not hippie elf. Shut up.
Yeah.
That's what Tobinius prop, perhaps.
Shouldn't we hold Tobinius back?
Tobinius, should you be held back?
I am.
Well,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm just not particularly happy.
He's got a scowl on his face.
not happy.
I'm
Grumble,
standing in
grumble.
the background.
Okay. So, the elves, your father comes beckons you to the side as the elves slowly but surely move into the same room as I'm taking a door with me. A away door. So the elves slowly make it into the room and get themselves comfortable on the other side of the room. They are doing their utmost best not to look hostile.
I like how he just moved away. Ty just moved to the wall.
They're scared.
They're trying their best not to look hostile. What
Yeah,
does that mean?
It's like they try their everything not to like make a sudden move, make a weird glance, grab their weapon and drawn towards you or anything like that. They sit on the side close together, giving you your space, taking their own.
Gotcha. So
So they
where
don't
my
notice
dad
me
and I?
hiding in that corner.
Where's your dad?
He suddenly disappeared again.
In the He's somewhere in the black wall. Because you dragged the whole
Like
group.
teleport.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he should be here somewhere.
Are you gonna mention the fact that you? By the way, I just died like 8 hours ago.
Somewhere here, I
Oh yeah, there he is. Thank you. There he is.
think. No problem.
Oh, it's making him a little bit more like normal sized. He sits next to you and he says, "Well, around 40 years ago, as you well know, me and your mother left to go out traveling."
Actually,
And-
I think technically it's been 80 years.
So she.
Because yeah, so it actually might have been 80 years because I write at 40 years after they left.
Okay.
I took my show on the road, and I had been traveling for 40 years.
Ah.
Okay.
So it's been 80 years. Wow. So they
80
left.
So
They
I
left
was,
when you were 32. Yeah.
no, I am 112. Okay, yeah, for some reason I thought it was 125.
So when we left all those years ago, let's make it open. Me and your mother, as you well know, we left together to go on research, something we had to do, and your mother was hell-bent on doing. Your mother was a headstrong woman. Something you see a lot in, or something you see in humans, although you see it more in dwarves. It is something that I had grown fond of a lot. We have traveled together for the next 60 to 70 years, learning all that we could about the things that interest us.
Dang, she lived a long time.
He looks at you and he says, "Your mother was still fully alive last time I saw her."
Wow, because she was 110 years old last time we saw her. Give or take.
She had secrets for both you and me, more so for me than for you.
How long ago was it?
I last saw her around 3 to 4 years ago.
Really?
And I see no reason why your mother shouldn't still be alive. At least age-wise. She is more powerful than she appeared. Has more connections than I ever thought possible. I saw a lot of those connections in those 70 years. Most of the things I am unable to speak to you about, since they are her secrets to keep, not mine. So I will not speak of her secrets.
Fair enough. How come you two are... How did you two separate? Or how come you aren't together right now?
Well, we separated for fairly easy reasons. I needed to study this, she needed to study something else, and we figured that if we just both go our separate ways, we'll find each other again. Okay. We have always found each other, so why not now? The last few years have been, I'd say, difficult living without your mother, but I have made great progress on my own personal research. He looks at you as I have started researching into dragonkind. Their involvement with the wars that were fought 100 years ago, and their apparent disappearance. I have found a couple of things.
Can I roll a perception check? Just because something's going on?
Because why?
Drake!
Yeah?
Since you are trying to do that, I'll have to inform you on the following things.
Oh, it's not Drake, it's Eidos.
No, I sent him a message.
Oh.
Drake.
It's not like a lot. It's like every 10 minutes I'll make a sentimental thought, unless she like really hates it.
For you,
Sheesh.
this is you initially start to do it since it is what you have always done, and it seems like a little teasing, it just seems like fun.
I've always done it, but now I'm like a little less reserved since she's the only one that can hear it.
But now that you have this connection and you try to do it again, it feels like flirting with your sister.
Wow.
It is. Yeah.
Weirdo.
Very weird. It feels. You try it like 1 or 2 times, and it's like, I love the living hell out of you. But this, it still feels a little bit weird, as if your relationship to her has been changed and elevated. So.
In that way?
Alter.
not elevated into a we are in love kind of way.
Okay,
More
just like an
elevated
attachment.
in a deep-rooted attachment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And the two of you have like this mental battle of figuring out first her reaction on your like movements, then your feeling about what those movements of yours made you feel, then her feelings about the same reaction, and she's like, what? It is extremely confusing, and the two of you are like staring up in nowhere while doing so. Dolos,
Yes.
make a perception check to see how much of the previous discussion between Yuma and her father you have heard.
By the way, did anyone see him with his natural 20?
Probably not.
But can I hear anything?
I love how you roll natural 20s for your stealth with your plus 10, but you can't roll anything good for the thing you need to roll.
Yeah.
Maybe the occasional shot, but
Yeah, you heard like a couple of things. You heard that her mother is apparently a human of around 100, over 100 years old, probably reaching like, given your age, she is more like 130, between 130 and 150, somewhere along those lines.
Damn, I need to.
And you hear that she is apparently doing fairly well, which, let's be honest, that piques your interest.
Yeah, money.
And that's about all you really get from the conversation up until now.
All I need to hear.
Yeah, you probably won't hear any more of it.
I was
Either.
actually going for something else with my sneak.
Okay, like?
Sleight of hand.
Are you gonna sleight of hand or dash?
With my mage
okay,
hand.
Dolos.
What?
You can go back to the room with your sneak, and after the conversation, you can make a sleight of hand.
Alright.
So you like sneaked up, listened a little bit, sneaked back.
But he can mage hand, is what he's saying.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
can mage
but I
hand.
want to do that not right now.
Okay,
Oh,
fair
okay.
enough.
Still having the
Ruin
conversation
the
here.
conversation. I stand next to this guy. He
Your
doesn't
father,
know.
Yuma, looks directly at you and says, do you have any pressing questions before we try to escape this place?
pressing questions other than like what I've already asked.
Yeah, other than that. I mean, you know that I'm safe, you know that your mother is most likely safe.
Why don't you tell him you died?
Well, not necessarily. Doesn't have to be public information. Well,
He's your dad!
The next question I wanted to ask was, what are you doing with the drow? That is the first. I thought that's the first. So how did you end up with the drow? I know he's been traveling with them
Accidentally, really. He looks at you and he says, the drow are sorely misunderstood. Not 100 years ago, they were still elves like us. The war, the presence of evil within their domain during the war tainted them and changed them into the creatures we see now.
So they're fallen.
The current drow, he says, are about as elf-like as you are, or as I am. The reason why they have gotten so much bad press is really how they look. The side they fought on the early parts of the war when nobody really knew what was going on yet. And their cursed skin. And some of the drow have started to act the way people see them, which is kind of natural, I think. If everybody continuously say that you are not welcome, that you are evil that you are shunned. After a while, you start stealing just to eat, and that
Like
evolves slowly but surely. I joined these Drow about 1 year after departing from your mother. So that's 2 years ago now. Since they still hold a lot of information that is useful to my research. They know of stories of the battle from the other side of things.
Okay,
And
that makes sense. Just want to let you know that one of the members of our party, the half elf with the scar on his face, he's terribly not fond of Drow.
So I had heard from the one who passed. We keep away from him. We won't instigate any fighting. We do not wish so.
Wait, what did he say?
The one, remember in the beginning when Ty was very aggressive with the other Drow?
Yeah,
that's what he means.
And
I guess one of the fighters did survive.
No, he died, but he let them know.
The speech between those have been had, and probably one of them just told the group here of the party, the people in general. Which is probably the reason why he knows, like from a general description, that it may have been you and therefore tried to contact you.
Okay.
So, your father kind of stands up, says, let's return. We have a couple of things to discuss as well with everyone.
Okay, before we walk in, I just say, so glad I almost missed you because I technically died about 8 hours ago.
He very casually stood up and wanted to walk away, and then you say, I practically died 8 hours ago, and his entire vision, he just turns towards you, eyes wide, with surprise. Tell me more.
Is he like?
Please, I have to wait longer.
Is he scared? Is he like this worry, or is he worried, or is he like
worry, surprise? It's like what?
Okay.
And it's not often that your own offspring tells you that they died. Like
I'm a
a couple
ghost.
of hours ago.
Yeah. It's complicated. It's why we were down here. But basically, a demon killed me, and one of the members of our. Do I know what Rita did for me?
You say a demon killed me, and at that moment you hear a stream of curses from your father that you didn't know he knew.
Does he say it in Elvish?
He says it in Elvish.
Elvish curse words are the best.
And
So no question: Is he because this is an enclosed space, and he probably doesn't have a lot of control over his emotions? Can we all hear this?
you hear several of these curses, and not only are these curses very elaborate and descriptive, they are also very, very old names of evil. Like
So I guess everyone understands them.
Everybody who speaks Elven does.
Which I think is everybody.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So even the Drow are like, whoa, damn, calm down there.
I'm like,
That's what they
"Aren't
think
those
it is,
swear
though. So
words?"
I say, and then I say, yep, but we can talk
It's
about
like
it another
they
time.
usually try to butt in his constant stream of cursing, but you
So-
can't because he continues.
I'm off
You would
about it. I'm like,
you would be aware. So you have the scar on your chest where the demon stabbed through your heart, but you would be aware to a certain extent because Rita's like tired. I think we would have told you that so Rita kind of sacrificed a lot to bring you back. I would have probably done that so that you're aware of her sacrifice.
during the rest.
Yeah.
do we know the extent of her sacrifice? Do we just know
Not
what she did?
necessarily. She
I would-
hinted a little bit, but didn't went as far.
She hinted
So how-
quite a
how
bit
much-
to me. I would say she probably gave
Yeah.
up all of her power and all the power she could have had. It seems like she gave
And
up.
do I know that?
I would have shared that
Yeah, you
with you.
would've.
Okay, so
I
I
would've-
say a very well. Then I'd make it clear it's a very, very big sacrifice.
Well, not as big as a
and
life.
Then, and then
but,
once
yeah.
he's done cursing, I say, but we can talk about that later. So does he? And then I start kind of walking.
He from the moment you kind of walk past him, he regains a lot of his elven calm. Stands up, says, "Very well," and walks after you.
Okay, and then we both nonchalantly walk in as if nothing just happened.
Yep, very basic. So your father stands on this side, kind of drawing the attention of everyone.
I like how you immediately went for the pickpocket.
Okay, let's do that. While they are walking up, Dolos,
Yes, with my mage hand,
you
I
will
try
use
to
your
steal.
mage hand.
Yeah.
Which one of the two?
What do you mean? Which one of?
Are you
the
stealing
two?
from the
Who
drow or
are
are you
you
stealing from the
using?
dad? Did you
I'm
steal from the
using-
drow before the dad walked in? Or you okay?
I'm gonna steal him.
You are actually going to steal from him.
Yes, I think he has a lot of good stuff.
And we don't see you, so I can't do anything to try to stop you.
The
I know.
Nobody knows.
The problem is, everybody is looking at him.
Yeah,
and
you see,
while
like,
you are very
15
good
guys
at
over here.
controlling your hand, it
My
is
hand
still...
is invisible.
Okay, it is an invisible. Oh yeah, that's because of your
Yeah.
So the hand goes into his pockets, and you feel it finds something
A
to
coin
hold
purse?
on to.
It's
A
really...
coin purse? Do I hear a coin
Wink, wink.
purse?
No, there's a joke there, but whatever.
Are you checking it out?
it's a 3x3 cube made out of different colors.
Yeah, you basically just go into his pockets and take all of his clothes.
What?
Skyrim!
Oh right.
And then he ends up naked and nobody reacts.
Still with his sword and shield in hand. No, you go through his pockets. You feel something. Not really certain what it is. You kind of conjure it up. Roll 1d10 for me, please.
8.
That's pretty good.
Whose side are you on?
I'm saying the roll was objectively good, not that the result will be good.
Okay.
Okay, so your invisible hand with this thing inside it comes towards you as he stands in front of the crowd. You kind of take a quick look at what it is, and it is a small mirror. And it is set within a wooden frame, and the wooden frame itself is carved and painted. It is a fairly well-made object, elven-made. It seems to be like something like a personal mirror. That
It's the
one,
Beauty and the Beast mirror.
that one could carry around.
Or the mirror from Snow
Am I
White.
interested in this mirror?
Sure, you could sell it.
Your thief side, your thief
Yeah,
side
I'll
is
just
like, I
take
can
it.
sell this. Are you still going on with the other plan?
Stealing from the drow?
No, I was referring to stealing earrings.
Oh no, I was just saying that I could take them if we
Okay.
needed to. I'm not gonna steal them right now.
I figured that you would like try right the hell now because whatever.
He's not going to
I
do
have
it
a
now.
decent sleight of
Yeah.
hand too. Not as great as the rogue, but
The
I
man,
can help out with that
yeah,
too. if needed.
Yeah.
your father stands in front of the crowd. He basically gets everybody's attention,
I'd be over
and he-
here.
and he starts
Then.
off with, "The entrance is closed. We could spend some time opening it, but before that, I wish to know what is behind it. To know what is behind it, we need to do a scrying spell.
And I need my mirror. No, I don't know, but...
No, it
And
is
for this scrying spell, I need a reflective surface.
I I knew it. I knew as soon as it said scrying, it was like.
I have a small mirror somewhere here, and he goes about spotting by continuously speaking, which apparently I have misplaced.
I already casually walked by then, right here.
Dude, okay, so question: has he reappeared yet, or is he still kind of like is invisible to all of us?
I'm
He is
still a
not
bit hidden.
He's not necessarily invisible, but he does take his time to move around.
Can I perception check?
You won't
Yeah, I don't think he'd
really
be
notice
invisible.
me.
I
He's
think
not
he'd just
invisible,
be-
he's
he'd
very
just
subtle.
appear very, very casual.
Yeah,
he
like
appears
I'm
very
not doing
casual,
anything.
like he was leaning against the wall. You
Screwed.
You, however, see something weird in his casualness.
He's too casual.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like natural.
Okay,
It is not a definite you. It is more like a you.
Surprised?
I
wouldn't
place-
be surprised by that.
I place. So I knowing Dolus' reputation, I think I will be able to put 1 and 2 together. And I put my hand on his. I put my hand on his shoulder, and
What's
You say
up?
give it back.
I
or I will kill
strength.
you.
I strength check. Terribly. So, so there's this there's a light little pressure. There's not much at all. It feels kind of weak.
It feels like a gay touch,
Like-
like,
no,
like a stroke.
Like a bunny thing.
I still rolled a 6. I just want to throw that out
It's
there.
a bunny
It's a 1.
thing.
Yeah, it's a buddy, no problem. I say, I look Dolus in the eye, and I say, he's missing something, is he? And very accusatorily.
Wait. Let me do something about that.
Does he just kind of walk back and slip it back in, or
Are
What
you
are you
gonna?
doing?
I have no idea what you're talking about. Deception.
That was
13?
deception.
Deception.
Okay. Do I insight?
Roll a insight counter.
Oh, I rolled so low.
Good question. Can Rita and Ty, because they're right there and they see this, can they also roll insight?
No.
What?
This is more like a one between you and him. Rita can, however.
Okay. Oh right, because
She's
she.
directly connected with you.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So that's a wisdom check, right?
that's a +3?
Not anymore.
Oh,
Oh no! Wait, I
Yes.
thought she had a plus.
no.
Oh,
She was-
lost
She has a
it?
+3 insight or
She,
intelligence.
That's intel.
She
okay.
lost. She lost it. She
Uh-huh.
lost
It
interest
wi-
in your speech. So Dolos says, "Not that I know of," and you are inclined to believe him actually.
Okay.
You still
Darn.
have like a little bit of a suspicion, but it's not a definite. Yeah, you effing did it. Give it back.
Uh-huh.
Would
We're
I
like,
have
he
noticed this?
couldn't.
Like, because I know he's a rogue, and I know sleight of hand stuff. I've done it before. And I do.
Yeah,
and I-
but you didn't
make
see
my
him
way
like
over.
walk back very casually. It was
Well, why don't you have a
Drake
roll
didn't-
perception?
and Drake didn't really say it that loud. It was more like I think
Between
he's
us
missing
two?
something.
She
you know?
could see. She could see me kind of talking to Dolus.
Yeah, but
My-
that isn't
and-
weird.
That is
My-
no.
my
It is
dad
weird.
You
used to-
speaking
I-
to Dolos
placing-
It's kind of
really
weird. It is kind of
No.
weird. I don't usually
No.
speak to Dolus. I don't like Dolus.
It's like you could be talking about anything. I think this in itself is not like something Yuma would be like from. Hey,
Okay.
Can I roll an
Especially since he's in
intelligence
a
check
mind.
then and try to put 2 and 2? Or
Yeah,
is it
'cause it's
intelligence
some-
or wisdom?
You can.
I think in your mind you're still too
Okay, fair
busy
enough.
with Daddy.
Well, no, but
Okay.
this is unlike him. He doesn't just lose things.
Your father in 80
Lots of
years.
things changed in the 80 years.
Elves don't
Let's be
change that
honest.
much.
They could. 80
Can I-
years is
can
a
I-
decent amount of time for an elf.
Can I roll a something check?
Something. Anything.
I don't know. What would it be? Investigation?
For what?
Mm.
Just to
Just
see if
to
he
try to
can.
If
put
you
2 and 2
wanna-
together.
if
It's like,
you
can
wanna
I-
know
would I-
where the
would I
mirror
be able
is.
to realize that Dolos.
All right.
Was
By the
there-
grace of the gods, roll it.
Roll what?
Okay,
my
and what is it? Investigation?
Or perception?
Roll a
or-
d20. I don't care what it is.
You need to beat my stealth or
No,
beat what?
a 20. Natural. If it is a natural 20, you get it.
Oh,
not,
that's great.
So just roll a 20.
Yeah, it's a 1 in 20 chance.
So nope.
Nope.
Which you don't get it. So
Nope.
you are too busy
Okay.
looking at your father.
Yeah,
So
okay, fine.
he kind of like, after a while, he looks at the draw on the side. Can I have yours? He's like, yeah, sure.
I'm like, yes.
Is it
So-
identical?
So wait, do I see that? Because I'm still looking at him.
Dolos is in his mind like, yes.
Okay, did that betray
He
him?
puts the mirror on the ground. He kind of waves at you, Yuma. He says, can you guide me a little bit?
Guide him?
Assist him with magic.
Sure. What do you
If he
want me to do?
can. I don't know, can he? With a level
Just
2?
put your hand on my shoulder.
Okay.
And he starts to slowly enchant, and you can feel that he is drawing energy from himself as well as from you. It takes a decent amount of energy, actually, more than you would expect it to. And you can see like a vision come out of the mirror, and it's 3-dimensional, and you can see like around it, and it's floating in the air, so everybody can see it. First
Cool.
off, you can see the entrance to this specific place. You can see the corpse of a horse,
Nah. No.
a
Bill.
mostly burned out cart.
Aww.
The entrance is fully blocked.
Yeah.
And then the scrying kind of it goes back, and you see like a sea of green surrounding a mountain. And then your father, he looks kind of troubled, and you can feel that he's somewhat losing concentration on the spell, as if the spell is still working, but is doing something else than he intended it to do.
That he
And
did intended to do, or did not
Than he
intended to?
intended to do. So it
Okay,
doesn't
okay,
do what
okay.
he wishes it would do fully. The vision completely disappears and then reappears, and you can see a door, giant dwarven statues on the side, very thick door, exactly the same door really as the door below you to the entrance of the dwarven kingdom. And you can see like dwarven weaponry on the side, shooting on orcs and goblins who are storming the door. And the vision just lowers a little bit, and you can see you have previously seen an orc weird boy, an orc sorcerer, or an orc practitioner of magic. And these, like a group of 10 of these, are standing around chanting. As you see slowly a massive fist being chanted within them. And the fist rises, tilts, and rams straight into the door. And you can see at the point of impact that massive cracks start to form in the door. And a hand just reaches back and does it again. The door is almost completely destroyed as it goes for a third strike, and you see the door cave in a little bit, and you can hear the roars of an orc army, an orc and goblin army, which are now running, bolting for the door.
So that's over here?
Over here, what do you mean?
Like to our right, where the bodies of orcs are?
No,
Where the coffins were?
it is more
Oh,
outside.
that's the main entrance. Okay.
It's like the main entrance to a dwarven city.
Yeah, isn't this the capital that we went to, or is this?
You are at the dwarven capital of this specific dwarven group. Roll perception checks.
Okay.
I'm not gonna bother.
You should.
You're so
Fine.
gleeful by.
Yeah,
Even
you should
a-
get disadvantage.
Wow, you really should roll. Oh my gosh!
I
I still no. Yuma rolled higher than me. Okay, good.
So everybody is actually, as they are seeing this, they're waiting for like sounds or trembles, but you don't hear it. You can see this happening. You think that you are too deep within the mountain or too high up within the mountain so that the massive amount of rock just stops the noise, the
Vibration,
trembling, the vibration, etc.
Okay.
Your father lets the spell go and he's like, well, that's not good.
No kidding. Should we go in deeper, or should we try to make a stand here
Deeper.
in this huge choke point?
Drake, you immediately say deeper.
Deeper.
Why
Why did I immediately say that? I was thinking it like, you don't have the earring on. How did you know?
I hear you say deeper, so...
Did I say deeper?
You said it out loud.
I don't remember saying that. I said that totally by reflex thing, because I don't remember actually saying
Yeah.
deeper.
You literally said...
You said deeper.
Okay, wow.
Totally did.
I said that so absent-mindedly, I didn't even realize I said it out loud.
That's amazing. That's the best part of role-playing.
Yeah.
You play your part so well, you just immediately blurt it out.
Yep.
So his father looks at Drake and he's like, that seems like the better idea. And all the drow are like, yeah. We have seen how it turns out if you try to fight wave after wave of orc. It's not a nice thing.
Uh-huh.